Yep, she's back in the kitchen. I saw on the internet, on YouTube, a girl that I watch who does a lot of canning. Um, she was dry canning cooked hamburger meat, and it turned out pretty good from what she said. She did a taste test and all. So I'm going to try that. Reason being is, with canning the hamburger meat like I did before with the water, the water adds a lot of weight to it, and that's not only bad for my shelves, but you know, if I take that hamburger meat with me in the trailer when I go RVing, that's extra weight that I'm trying to avoid. So I'm going to try one batch of dry canned hamburger meat. I've got quite a bit of hamburger meat. And the rest I'm going to freeze just temporarily just to see how this turns out. So, that's what I'm doing. Periodically, never mind. Anyway, I've got my jars in the dishwasher. My lids are in a, here I'll show you. My lids are in here heating up just so that these rubber seals get soft. Burger is frying, and I'm frying it with no spice, nothing. Hi, okay, so I'm just about ready to can this ground beef. I've got the meat all fried up and sitting at an angle. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to drain most of the fat off of it. I've got my lids in hot water over here. They're all ready to go. This goes here. I've got my lid picker upper. It's got a magnet on the end, and it just picks them up so I don't have to get my fingers in that hot water. And so I've got the lids, I've got the rings, I've got my paper towel to dip in the vinegar to wipe the tops of the jars off to make sure there's no grease on the tops of the jars. Because if there's grease or food debris on there, the jars will not seal. And the jars are just finishing up on the sanitize setting on the dishwasher. I'm excited to try this. And I'm using this size jar, thinking that that'll be enough to make 2 meals for me in the Trail Manor, or 2 meals for me here at home. Whether it be, I can make tacos out of, let's see, ground beef. You can make tacos, chili, spaghetti, soups, stews. What else can you use? Taco burritos. There's a lot. I've even got some spices that, and I'm not spicing this at all with nothing, but I've got some spices in the pantry that I can open up a jar of this hamburger meat and put this spice in it, and it'll taste like breakfast sausage. Anyway, alright, so this is about ready. I'm going to go make me a cup of coffee and sit down for a few minutes, and then I'll be back. One more thing before I go make that cup of coffee. I ordered this, and I tried it, the what was it? What do they call it? Jerky gun. I don't know if it's the product, I don't know if it's me, but I am sending it back. What happened was, after I got this put on here, it goes this way eventually, and then it goes on like that, and then you screw this on. Well, first of all, now it works, of course. I couldn't get this to screw on when I had this filled with the meat. And then, when this is on there, I would click this thing, and now it's working, of course. I couldn't get it to go down, meaning it wouldn't, see how this is moving now? When I had it full of meat, it would not do it. So I don't know what the problem with it is. I don't know if I'm the problem, but I messed with it for, gosh, at least an hour trying to get it to push the meat through the tube and out this little spigot thing, and it didn't work. I struggled with it. Anyway, it's supposed to be easy to use. I spent more time trying to fix the gun to get it to work than it took me to hand make the little hamburger strips for jerky. And you know, sometimes when you're doing experiments, it works, it doesn't. This didn't work. Well, maybe it did, I don't know. There for a while it just didn't seem like, and I should have used coconut oil. Maybe it did. I don't know. It's kind of greasy. I'm not real happy with it. So this probably will end up being dog food, cat food, whatever stray critter is roaming around my property, because I don't like it. And I know if I keep it, store it, whatever, I'm not going to eat it because I don't like it. So yeah, took care of that. So tomorrow I'm on my way to Merced to take this back and have it mailed off. And there's a fly in here that's driving me nuts. I'm going to go make coffee. I'll be back. Okay, let's find, see there's a, can you see the little V? Maybe not. Let's see. See the little V on there? That has to line up with a little V that's on the handle. Not this handle, but this one. So that you can close it. And then you spin it, spin the lid on so that it locks down. Turn the heat up high. And now I'm just going to wait for the pressure to come out of here. You'll see steam. I've shown you this before, but steam comes out at a pretty fair pace. And when it starts to vent the steam out, then you set the timer for 10 minutes. Okay, as you can see, sort of. You can see the venting happening over here on this little guy. So I've set a timer for 10 minutes. And after that 10 again, I'll put the little jiggler on it and wait for this to get up to 10 pounds. Okay, the 10-minute timer for the venting started whistling at me, so I put this little jiggler on, and I'm bringing it up to pressure. Well, it is up to pressure now because it's jiggling. So I'll set a timer for an hour and a half. Echo. How much time's left?
You have 1 minute and 50 seconds left on your 1 hour and 30-minute timer.
Getting close. Yeehaw. And my battery's going dead. I haven't charged up the new ones yet, so. Anyway, what I'm going to do, just so you know, is as soon as the timer goes off, then all I'm going to do is turn the heat off, and I'll walk away from it until the pressure gets down to 0. And then I'll take the top off, and I'll let it sit for 5 minutes. And then I'll take all the jars out and put them over here to cool, and I'll leave them alone probably overnight. Sometime tomorrow I'll wash them and put them in my shelf over there. Anyway, if I do not get a battery charged up in time for you to see it, that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. I'm tired. So I will be back later, hopefully. Okay, we're done. What I'm going to do is just turn off the heat. And I'm just going to leave it alone until it's completely cool. Echo. Off. Anyway, I'll just let it cool down until all the pressure's gone. Then I'll take the lid off. In the meantime, I'll try and get my batteries charged up. And I'll be back. Okay, so the processing timer went off, and then I set a timer for 5 minutes just so they could sit there and kind of cool down kind of slowly. And this timer ought to be going off any minute now for the 5-minute timer. Echo. How much time is left?
You have 30 seconds left on your 5-minute timer.
Cool. Alright, so timer's about to go off. So I'm going to get this set up. There it is. Echo. Cancel timer. Okay, so I'll pull the jars out now. Maybe. I can get a hold of them. There it is. That's the half jar that I had. Yummy, look at that. Dry canned hamburger, which means I did not put water in it, but it sure has a lot of its own juice in there. Which is good. So like I said before, this can be used in soups and stews, tacos, salad, and this was kind of an experiment because I saw a girl, her name's Linda, and her channel name is Linda's Pantry. Anyway, she did the same thing. I watched her video and thought, well, I got a bunch of hamburger meat. I'll give it a try. So there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jars. Or 7.5 jars. Yay. All right. Well, I am done for the day. I'm tired. I'm going to let this finish cooling off. And that's it. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and share it out to your friends if you know anyone.